Brita, how are you?
Listen, I'm good. How are you?
I am nervous about this recipe that you got me cooking because you told me it's going to taste just like chicken, and I have to tell you, I'm a little bit skeptical.
It's gonna taste just like chicken in the spirit, but like in the natural, it's gonna taste like 90% like chicken, but 100% in the spirit.
See, and that's one of the things I was worried about. I'm like, Brita, is this going to taste like chicken to someone who's never had fried chicken before? Or is this actually going to taste like chicken?
No, it really is gonna taste like chicken, and you're gonna love it. I'm serious.
Okay.
When COVID first started, I was eating pork popsicles and doing the regular stress, like pork popsicle, whatever could be eaten, I was eating it. And I literally had a doctor's appointment in February 17th, right before all the big news came about COVID. And I weighed in at like 11 pounds away from 400, 400 in the spirit. So I was a hot mess. But then COVID came. And then I literally was eating everything and a little bit of a depression and everything. But somewhere around 4 or 5 months in, I said, listen, you're going to have to at least control what you can control. So that means eating healthier. So I just started playing in the kitchen, and I'm down around 42 pounds.
We better.
Let's just do this. Let me prove myself.
I'm ready for you to prove yourself. Okay, so this one is about messy success. We're going to see if she's going to be successful at making these mushrooms taste like chicken. And so I got all of the ingredients that you told me to get. So you tell me, where do I begin? I've got these mushrooms. Honestly, Brita, when I picked up these mushrooms, I was a little bit concerned. Not only do I not see any way that they could become chicken at all, like no way possible. There's also like a little white mold situation. It looks like mold. What is this?
It's all good for you. Oyster mushrooms are really, really good for you. So seriously, did you wash? Now they always tell you not to wash mushrooms. They tell you to wipe them off really cute. They tell you to get that little napkin and wipe them off. I don't follow that rule. I kind of wash mushrooms just because I like to wash my mushrooms. Okay. Little bit of the stem off of the oyster, right?
All right, so I've got it.
Break it apart. So it's going to be like little chicken nuggets. You're going to have to break it apart.
Right. Like, ugh. Chicken don't, you know what I mean? Chicken just come ready to be fried. It don't,
You said this is messy, right?
Yeah. So this gonna be a chicken. This gonna be a drumstick, is what you trying to tell me?
You have to have a little bit of imagination on the shape, but the taste is amazing. I promise. I really like good food, and you like good food.
I do like good food.
Okay, good. So you're gonna watch and see. So if you just break those apart, and I still just rinse them and make sure they're patted dry.
Okay.
Do you have a deep fryer there? Or are you gonna fry them in cast iron?
I'm gonna fry it in a cast iron skillet.
Okay.
There's gonna be plenty of them too. Plenty of us out here to try this chicken mushroom situation. What do you call this? Are we calling it fried chicken?
If you go to a vegan restaurant, they will call it fried chicken. I'm not gonna psych myself out like that, because you know what? I want to know it's mushrooms, because mushrooms are good for you. I want to know that I'm eating something that's good for my soul and my tummy. So I'm gonna call it's fried mushrooms that will make you not miss chicken.
Okay, let's go.
All right. So, and do you have your wet batter and your dry?
So I have there's a little bit of water here, and I have this just egg, but I didn't know how much to put in there.
So you want to get all your seasonings, and you want to batter and the dry. Just like you'd be frying me a piece of chicken back in the day. I mean, a piece of fish back in the day.
Okay, I don't use a wet batter when I fry chicken.
Oh, you don't?
What
you do?
I just put flour on it.
Okay. Well, you're about to do a wet batter because it's mushrooms, and so it won't stick like to fat.
Okay, so we're putting
real good to it, so it starts looking a little bit foamy. Okay. You shake up the egg. Shake up just egg.
Oh, shake it up.
Everything's fine. All right. It's so fine.
Put all your the same piece use for your fried chicken.
Okay. So for my seasonings here, I have a little bit of garlic powder.
Okay.
I've got some onion powder.
Okay.
I've also got some lawrys because that's what the Lord loves.
Period. Now,
Period.
I'm not going to give up. Put the lawries in there.
Okay.
Put a little extra in there. We got pepper. And then I saw on the list of ingredients you sent me, you said paprika. I grabbed some smoked paprika.
Yeah, paprika gives fried food a nice color. That's what you want.
Okay, I'm mixing this up.
And then you have your garbanzo bean flour, right?
I do.
Okay, good. So in another bowl, maybe somebody could help you and put those same ingredients in that bowl.
So this is garbanzo flour, which is chickpea flour. Okay. I'm just put that in there. Everything's fine.
Gonna be good. Gonna be good.
Is this flour gonna like actually become?
Yeah.
Like it really.
Yes. Garbanzo bean flour is one of the best flours to fry in.
Why?
Even if you weren't eating vegan, it's a nice crust. And so you don't have to have all that gluten like regular white flour. So any small moderate, and listen, this past 4 or 5 months, it's just been small little changes, Sarah. So instead of using flour, garbanzo bean flour. So small changes is what had me lose almost 40 pounds.
Okay, so these small changes, like can this flour, like anything that you would usually use white flour in, or specifically for frying?
It fries very well. You can bake with it, you can do all kinds of things with it, but it fries very well. A good flour to fry in. So that what I'm saying is just throughout the last 4 or 5 months, I've only been making little changes. Now in January, I'm going all in.
Does that make it easier? Do you feel like the small, because I feel like a lot of times when we're on a journey and we're trying to transform our lives, that we just wake up the next day and we're like, you know what? I went from eating steak last night to being vegan. But these small changes, does that make it, you feel like that makes it easier?
Listen, for me, what I have noticed is I process. And I am always one to just like jump up and say, I'm going to become a raw vegan today. And then I don't eat nothing but raisins and peanuts. And then I burn myself out in about a month. I'll lose 20 pounds. I'll burn myself out in a month. So what I decided is this, like, what have you been doing that's making you fail? Like you're successful in everything else. Why can't you like get that waistline together? So if you really think through why I failed, for me, it's because I jump right into everything. And so for now, it's just the small little changes at this time. And then January, I've had my recipes together. I have all the stuff. I've been exercising. Right now, I eat vegan around 3 days out of 7.
Okay. What do you do on the other days?
Fried regular chicken. But that's the process.
So let's go over to our oil. Oh yeah, it's ready. It's frying. It sounds like it's doing something too. Oh, we better.
Get you a little plate ready with your napkin, just like fried chicken. You got some hot sauce, because there's some things you can't play with. You still need some hot sauce.
I didn't, oh man, I had to find some hot sauce. It actually looks very good.
It is very good.
Okay, so I've got some that are starting to brown. So this wasn't very long that they had to cook in here.
No, not at all. And if you have a deep fryer at home, which I know you do, I drop them right in the deep fryer. And then it's quick. You can just do all of them at once.
Hey, I hope this becomes a thing. I could give this to the girls. I bet you Ella would eat it. It looks blessed.
You and PT will eat it for sure.
Okay. Here we go.
Now, tell the truth, Sarah, because you know you're not going to hurt my feelings.
I'm going to tell the truth. I would never lie.
Okay, good. Go for it.
Uh-huh. I'm impressed.
Listen, at the end of the day, you just got to find something a little bit better. Now, clearly, it is absolutely not like a chicken wing. Because you know, when you put the chicken wing in your mouth, the whole wing, the flat part, and then you just slide out the bone, it's a ministry to that.
Yeah, there is a ministry to that.
It is a ministry to that. But if you're trying to be healthier and you really research the vegan
I
lifestyle
don't
and
know
all the
about that stem.
yeah,
I don't know about that.
I don't like the stem, but some people do.
But this breading is all. So I could fry regular chicken, like if I wasn't ready to go, if I couldn't buy mushrooms, I could fry regular chicken with this, or fish.
Yes, and then you're gone with the gluten.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just wanted to do a gluten-free diet,
That is good.